crowd are here and here in force for what is going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Joining me on this very wet day is a man who's no stranger to driving in miserable conditions. Anthony Davidson, you've driven open cockpit, you've driven sports cars. How does the wet weather experience change between the different disciplines?
Well, I wouldn't say there's much difference in all honesty. You know, besides the terrifying closing speeds you find in sports cars with the different categories all sharing the same track, driving in the rain is, well, driving in the rain. Of course, the biggest difference between the two is the closed cockpit versus the open cockpit. You get the luxury of staying dry in the sports car, but if your screen ever gets dirty, well, that's a pit stop, not just wiping your visor or pulling away a tear off. But most of the time, you know, they're both as miserable as each other, to be honest.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Massa, Daniel Ricciardo, and Perez, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Sainz, and Valtteri Bottas, Magnussen, Grosjean, Daniel Kvyat, and Hulkenberg, Alonso, Button, Esteban Gutierrez, and Jolyon Palmer, Ericsson, and Wehrlein. Felipe Nasser and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Put the clutch in, hold it there till the start. Rev up, build some revs and hold them. Clutch out, go, go, go. So we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us of disqualification. Behave yourself out there. The track is clear. Green flag. Caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. Result, but I know you gave it everything. We'll come back stronger next time.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.